Brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about HandTraps for the 300 YCS. But before doing that, remember that I organized one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive Master Duel tournament ever. The top 10 of the December Duelist Cup will battle against each other for the absolute glory. Don't miss the opportunity. Very soon on my Twitter I am gonna release the date. It's very hard to schedule because they are on different time zones and it's gonna probably start at 3 AM my time, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. So Pedula, roll the intro.
Next year to Japan, baby!
In one moment, a champion. In the other, someone chasing glory. The map unfolds across the planet everywhere. Someone is ready to prove it. Somebody celebrates. Somebody breaks. Everybody wants to compete. So we're doing it for real. Top 10 from the December Duelist Cup go head to head against each other until only one remains. 10 enter, only one leaves. No excuses, no hiding, only one win.
Okay, HandTraps. HandTraps, we have some good ones that are gonna perform decently against Radiant Typhoon and Draco Tail, even against some Yummy variants or Luna Light, and some other ones that are absolutely unplayable, such as Ghost Easter and Spooky Dogwood. That's not it. Okay, so let's start. Diddy Crow. Diddy Crow, in my opinion, the card cannot perform right now. Simply because it doesn't do enough. You could be playing it like maybe in some, like maybe Radiant Typhoon, Yummy 3 Brigade variant in the side, maybe. And if there is something that actually does something like against the top tier decks, but I don't think that Diddy Crow does absolutely anything. In my opinion, like right now, the deck, like the card is not good. Not unplayable like Spooky Dog, but very close to beat. Droll against against a lot of openings, in my opinion, of Radiant Typhoon. I mean, not a lot. I would say that Droll, when you go first against Radiant Typhoon, it's basically a win condition. When you go second against Radiant Typhoon, the card does not shine. And there are some Magistus variant that can actually be stopped by Droll. The Droll card, I don't want to say it's a tier S card, but it's for sure a card that I would keep in consideration for my side deck, for sure. Schoolmeister solid B because stops effect in the graveyard. It's probably like at the same level of Diddy Crow in my opinion, actually. Effect Veiler. I don't think the card is insanely good right now. Like the quality of the HandTrap dropped very fast recently. They don't know, like it's not that good actually. It's not. It doesn't make me happy. Ghost Reaper, I don't like it. Ghost Ogre is not horrible. Something that I would definitely keep in consideration maybe for a side deck. Ash Blossom stays in as the entire debate about the card being limited, the semi-limited band. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I totally, absolutely disagree. The reason of why Ash is needed is because every other HandTrap is unplayable. All of the HandTraps that we are discussing today are format reliant. Ash Blossom is the only card, or one of the few cards, that's always gonna be good. You need that. If there were like multiple cards that were not format reliant, then okay, I would be okay with Ash Blossom going, but it's not the case. It's definitely not the case, and you need an out to just Fuwalos. not every opening, especially if you pick a top tier deck, not every opening will lose to Fualos, and you probably need to have a game plan against Fualos if you get Fualos, but some openings will lose automatically to Fualos. And there is nothing you can do if you don't have Ash Blossom. Now, Ash Blossom became extremely broken Chaos of Dracotail, and I agree with that. But I do think that a card like this is necessary for the environment. And it's not that broken, in my opinion. Like, the card is weak going second. It's good going first, but it's rather weak going second. Ghost Bell, I don't want to say it's an S tier like an Ash Blossom, but it's very close to be that. I do like the card, to be honest. I don't think it should be in every main deck, but if you do have the space for a 3-off, Ghost Bell and Mourner are solid picks. Mourner is extremely good right now, especially against Radiant Typhoon that can be used against Crosea in the draw phase. Unfortunately, Veiler does not work in the draw phase, and that's like what makes me unhappy about the Veiler right now. While Mourner does have a lot of application against Radiant Typhoon. Down point is the fact that it's a wind monster giving them a Charmer line, which I really don't like, but the card is good right now. I wish we had OCG rulings for Mourner, because that it would be actually extremely good, would actually be a better Veiler, but that's not the case. And when I talk about OCG ruling, I'm talking about trigger effect rulings, because Mourner is a trigger effect end trap, and when you go first and your opponent uses 5 mana, your Mourner will always be Link 1 and their Artalion will always be Link 2. So, because trigger effect of turn players will always go first, which means that Mourner cannot be used against an opponent Artalion if he summons it in your turn, which it's actually a huge difference. It's actually a huge difference, and that's why you guys will see like multiple, at least 2 Mourners in OCG deck list that have been posted recently, and that actually creates a shift in terms of quality of end traps, and that's why many people are moving on board breakish variants. Contact C, I don't like it. Retaliating C, we can discuss it, but I actually, considering what's happening in the format, I don't think the card is extremely good right now. Especially if people are gonna be on the Magistus branded variant, they will use these spells very late. And sometimes they will always have, they will for sure have like the Zoroa fusion in order to negate Retaliating C at least one time, or they can just allow it the first time and then steal it. So it's hard to say if Retaliating C is gonna actually perform. We can maybe put it in the side deck and discuss it out maybe for a side deck option, but I'm not a huge fan, especially also for the decks that are in the top right now. They don't really want to use Retaliating C. So we can put it as a solid B with Ghost Ogre, because they do have some niche applications. The reason why I'm moving Retaliating C in B is the reason, like the specific reason, if I really want to be true, is because that the deck that are played right now, they don't really want to use Retaliating C. Alle, Justice, Cycle, Reader, Artifact, Lance can go. Probably a C, right? Contact C can go in D. Psi, Frame, Gamma, and Delta. Gamma and Delta, I do actually like them a lot right now. I think those cards are good right now. I think those cards are extremely good right now in your side deck. I would highly suggest to play Gamma and Delta right now, especially because Ketu is at 1. I would definitely side those cards. It's good against Radiant Typhoon. I mean, not like super good. It's good. It's good against Dracotail. For sure good against Dracotail, actually. Just an okay card to have. Phantasme. I mean, I don't like it. The card is a good quality card, that's why it goes in C. Not extremely unplayable, but we're there. Magnamoth, I would say, Magnamoth Bestials, generally speaking Bestials, would give them a solid B. Just for those variants of branded Dracotail that are floating around. And it's just Magnamoth, to be honest. It's not even other Bestials, it's just Magnamoth. I would not really consider to play the card right now, but maybe the Magnamut one-off in your Draco Tail list. I can see it. I can totally see it. I mean, Sarav is useless. Useless. Chromaterial useless. Chaos Hunter. It's actually worse than Lancia right now. Herald of the Orange Light. Geminite variants are not gonna be popular. I don't see why this card should be good. So we're gonna move all of them here. Nibiru, solid side card. We're gonna move it in B. Nibiru is very weird. Nibiru is the card that on paper never works, but when you go to events it overperforms. So I'm gonna give it a B because I'm gonna be very schematic. I'm trying to be like realistic on how the card should be performing, but when you go to an event you're gonna probably put at least 2 Nib in your side deck because the card is gonna overperform because there are a lot of people that do not study the meta deeply enough or sometimes under pressure they lose to Nibiru. So the card is an incognito for events. On paper, it's a B. For events, it's usually an incognito. Except against Thrift that always work. The Nibiru is always gonna crash his board. So if you're scared of like the mini Thrifts, the minions of Thrift, loading to events, put 3 Nib in the main deck. Otherwise, maybe not even side that. Shifter, I mean, very, very, very solid card, extremely solid card. I mean, there is nothing to say about Shifter, it's Shifter. Infinite Impermanence, it's another card that's an era, and I don't even like the card, it's probably fine in a lot of decklists. I would say that it's probably actually on an S tier right now, it's actually better than Bale. So I do think that Impermanence can be actually top S. It's probably better than Mourner, better than Bell in some scenarios. I think Impermanence is better. Hard, like I don't know if I can, if I would play Impermanence, that's my issue. I don't know if I really want to play Impermanence in my deck. Like, do I really want to play an Impermanence in Typhoon? Do I really want to play Impermanence in Draco Tail? Impermanence kinda suck to mix with those engines. But I do see the potential of the card. It's definitely a very good card, and it's definitely an S tier card. Uka, I did not search for the bridges with Uka. I will rely on you guys to tell me if there is actually something good with Uka. Impulse, I mean Impulse in Vanquish, I guess. It's the only thing that we can take in consideration. Vados can go. Purulia is an extremely solid card with Fuwalos. I would say Purulia is an A card, while Fuwalos is for sure an S tier card. Meowth can move to a B for this format. Purge, if you can play the card, it's a mini Ash Blossom. Impulse is kinda weird. Not a fan of Impulse right now. I mean, against Draco Tail it's obviously good. I'm thinking more about the application against Radiant type. Probably fine. It's probably fine. So the Dominus, in terms of Dominus, is like you are gonna play the Dominus if your deck can play the Dominus. Spiral, if your deck can play it, I guess. Dominators, again, like those cards are okay if your deck can play it. Otherwise, like I wouldn't even consider them. But you need also to understand there are other HandTraps that needs to be played, and those cards do not really perform well with other HandTraps. So it's usually just like a board break issue with the Dominus cards. Otherwise, in terms of quality of the cards, like the deck drops a lot. Izuna is a solid card. It's always been solid as a card. I do like the card. The issue is the commitment in the extra deck that I really do not like. Ekaen's Godos. It's interesting because the card, when your opponent has a card, you can special summon it, and then during your opponent main phase, you can special summon a monster from their opponent graveyard to your field. It's a very interesting HandTrap. It has some niche applications. I did see some of those applications. I do like the concept, but I don't know how it will perform. So I'm gonna give it for now. I mean, it's for sure better than Diddy Crow. It established board presence. I'm gonna give it a C actually for now, because I do believe in the card. I'm just not sure how it will perform. And then we have some honorable mentions. Dominus Spark. During the turn your opponent activated a monster effect in hand or graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand. Target one monster your opponent controls, banish it. Then, if you have no traps in your graveyard, they can special summon one monster from their hand. If you activated this turn from your hand, you cannot activate the effect of Earth, Water and Fire and Wind monster for the rest of this duel. You can only activate one Dominus Spark per turn. It's for Dark and Light, not a bad card, and it's definitely an insane Dominus card that we're gonna have access in the future. And then we got Hydraulis Harmonia. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, a quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand and up to 5 synchro monsters in your extra deck. Apply this effect in sequence based on the total number revealed. Also, you cannot activate the effect of monster special summoned from the extra deck until the end of your next turn, except synchro monsters. 2+ special summon this card. 4 send one of the revealed synchro monsters to the graveyard. 6 destroy one monster your opponent controls. You can only activate blah 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 once per turn. This card has been shifting the meta in the OCG, has been an extremely broken and good card, and it has some very good applications with synchro monsters, because you can send one of the revealing synchro monster in the graveyard. And there are some very good ones you can send that trigger in the graveyard when they are sent to the graveyard. And they are also applied in sequence when you reveal 6. So you can send one of the revealed synchro monsters to the graveyard, which is gonna interact with one of their monsters. And then you can destroy a monster your opponent controls. So this card alone deals with 2 monsters your opponent controls. Or one with a spell and trap and one with a monster that your opponent controls. It's an extremely good and broken card. And that's it for the HandTraps. But let's move to the breakers.